Honestly, I'm tired of repeating the same cycles. I wanna let it go. So here I go, life drop. Starting a new path for my fam. Finding who I am. Speaking life, loving me, even when I fall. Cause life be life in us all. Life be life in us all. Cause life be life in us all. Life be life in us all. Hello. Happy Life Be Life in Monday. Okay. Thank you all for joining for another installation of the Life Be Life in podcast with your host, Porschia O. I am so grateful to be here with you once again for episode number 10. Okay. Y'all know I have been out because I was sick, but I am back. Voice sounds better, right? Glad about that. But yeah, so if this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Okay. On this podcast, we talk about how life be over here, life in us via all types of relationships, situations, and everyday things we are experiencing, all while in real time healing and learning how to be a better human being. So if that's what you're about, you're in the right place at the right time. Thank you again for joining. I don't know why this mic keeps moving, like it's moving away from me. Anywho, today's episode is titled "I'm Out Here Constantly Making It." Okay. Your girl feels real good right now, and I'm just like super ecstatic for this place in my life. It's been a long time coming. So basically I'm talking about in today's episode discipline, okay? And I'm not talking about the harsh kind. It's not punishment, it's not perfection, but it's the kind of discipline that keeps you steady and focused and consistently or constantly making it, even when nobody is watching. Okay. So, yeah, that's what we're going to talk about tonight. But before we get into it, hashtag life be life in us all. Okay. Hey there. Hashtag the village. Thank you all for being here. And I would love for you to listen to my babies and what they have to say.
Hey, it's me, Porschia O of Life Be Life podcast. Are you like the podcast? Psych, it's me, Leo. Psych, it's me, Micah O. Please email my mommy or DM her with whatever you want to talk about. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to her YouTube channel. Because Life Be Life in us all. Bye. Bye.
Thank you, Leah and Micah. Love you, girls. Thank you, Mommy, for being here. As my mom has put in the comments, please hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are not already subscribed. Appreciate you. Hey, James, best friend in the building. Thank you so much for joining. So yeah, we're gonna get right on into it. Okay, so going straight into my segment, did you know? Okay. If you didn't know, it's okay because your girl's here to tell you something that I have recently learned. Okay. Basically, in psychology, discipline is closely tied to self-regulation. Y'all know this is something I've been working on for a while now. How to self-regulate in a healthy manner, right? Also, the ability to manage your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors in pursuit of long-term goals. Okay. Again, discipline is closely tied to self-regulation. The ability to manage your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors in pursuit of long-term goals, right? And I think we all can agree, like we all have different goals and different things that we want to accomplish, but it does take a level of discipline in order to accomplish them, right? Um, so yeah. So here are a few things that research has shown that healthy discipline can give you. It reduces anxiety. It increases emotional regulation. It improves self trust. It supports long term success more than motivation alone, right? I think a lot of us can get caught up in the whole like motivational aspect of things, but we can hear something, we could be motivated by what we heard, and oh my gosh, that sounds amazing, all those things. But it's a whole nother thing to actually put it into action. And that's where discipline kind of comes in, right? So the pros of being disciplined are clarity, consistency, emotional safety, momentum, confidence in self. Okay. And who don't want all of those pros, right? I like want to be clear as possible with dealing with myself and others. Like, I want to be consistent. I don't want to be like up and down here and there all over the place, right? The emotional safety part of it, like, absolutely. Like, I want to feel emotionally safe with myself, and I would love for others to feel that way with me too, especially with the whole career I'm pursuing, right? That's something I actually wrote in one of my reflective papers recently. Like, I want to make sure my clients feel emotionally safe with me so that they can feel free to open up themselves and really like delve into the work that needs to be done, right? But anywho, like the momentum, like all of that, and confidence in oneself, like discipline helps with all of that. I have been working on my confidence in myself, but again, it's about being disciplined in that in order to master it, if that makes sense. Okay. And some of the cons of being or having lack of discipline are you burn out from starting over repeatedly, been there. You're emotionally unstable, been there. Impulsive and decision making, absolutely been there. Self doubt for sure lived there. Okay, and reliance on external motivation. And yes, I have been there as well. I visited all of these cons of my from me having lack of discipline, and it's never served me well. Okay. So that's that's just some things I've recognized, but also it is a psychology behind it. Like, it's a whole it's a whole thing. It's not just you making a decision to not do something and boom, you just like whatever. The results vary as they may. No, these are like active things that we are doing or not doing, that show up for us, and yeah. So um moving right along to oh, did I say that? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I did. I said that. Okay. So, moving right along to my segment, I got some questions, y'all. These are some questions I have asked myself that I plan to answer throughout this podcast episode, but also questions that you can ask yourself as well if you would like to write them down and just check in with you, right? Oh my gosh. I knew it was something I forgot. That's okay. I'm going to get it. One of the questions is, who am I becoming when I choose consistency over comfort? Okay. How many of us have been extremely comfortable in many of areas in our lives and afraid to like push past that and be uncomfortable in order to become who you need to be? I'm raising my hand because For sure, I have allowed my comfort in my self-doubt, my comfort in not having confidence, my comfort in all of the, like, what's the point of trying, right? What's the point of trying? I'm already in this situation. I'm already in this space. I might as well just stay here. No, we're pushing past all of those negative things, negative self-talk, all of that, okay? And we are becoming who we want to be with the consistency on our side, okay? Next question. What habits are currently supporting the life that I want to maintain? And that's a big one for me because you really have to do like some self-evaluation. Like, really, what habits are you like currently performing that are supporting the life that you want to maintain? If it's not looking like things are supporting what you want to be and who you want to become, then you probably need to change those habits, right? Next question. When do I notice discipline creating peace instead of pressure? I think I notice it now. Next question. Where have distractions tried to pull me off of my routine and how did I respond? Okay. Y'all already know the distractions be distracting. Okay. They be doing what they supposed to do, but that routine though. Okay. And the last question, how do I stay disciplined without being rigid or hard on myself? And that is another huge one for me because I am my biggest critic and I don't want to, I want to continuously give myself grace and love on me and show up for me the way that I need to show up for myself, right? So, moving right along into this is just my life experience segment. This is where I share a story with you that, um, is my experience and what I want to talk about today. So, like I said at the top of this podcast, right now I am doing really, really, really good. Okay. I don't know what switch has flipped within me. I think it's a combination of a lot of things that I've just been doing and constantly doing them. And just really staying in that bag. You hear me? So I feel really good. I feel like I'm in a really good space and place mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Like, and I know it didn't happen by accident. Again, I've been building on this. Like, I've been putting little blocks together and like brick by brick by brick, okay? Building up to this point. Mentally, I am clear and I'm so freaking focused. Like, so focused. I'm not overwhelmed necessarily. I'm not scattered. I'm just really focused and I'm present in that. Like, and I'm not constantly questioning myself or spiraling about my thoughts. Like, I've said before, like, I can be an overthinker. I can really delve into something and come up with all these things, right? But lately, I have not. I've just been present in the moment. Mommy said consistency is the key. It is. It really is. And I know that's like cliche. I know people just say it just to be saying it, but no, like, for real. Consistency is key. And I finally see the fruit of my labor coming to fruition. And, I just feel really good about it. I really, really do. I'm not saying that I don't have issues or problems or things I need to, whatever, but I'm just not focusing on the negative. I'm focusing on the positive. Um, and it's still a lot of areas that I know I need to like work on and like really you know, get in there. But I'm doing so good and I feel so motivated to do even more. So I'm just really excited. I am ecstatic for this time in my life. I'm not I'm not I don't know. I'm just trying. I'm like, this is a lot. It's a lot that's not happening, and it's a lot that is happening. And I feel like I finally can see myself where I need to be. And honestly, I think what really helped me get there mentally was me completing my associate's degree. And I know that sounds crazy to some people, but again, when you have been a self doubter majority of your life, when you have put yourself in this box and allow others' words to put you in this box, and when you have thought that you're not smart enough, you're not good enough, you're not enough, period, um, it's easy for you to fall into that mindset and like it literally has you trapped. And I think that I broke out of that trap officially when I put my mind to what I told myself I couldn't do. I remember again starting this journey over. I've been in college since I graduated high school in 2006. Like I've been going back and forth, trying to accomplish my associate's degree, my bachelor's degree, things like that. And it's just been a constant thing. And I keep starting and stopping, starting and stopping. Remember when I said one of the cons of having lack of discipline is that burnout of starting and stopping stuff repeatedly. And it wasn't because it was just because I just didn't have confidence in myself that I really, really could do this. Um, and I proved, and even when I restarted this journey in 2024, I didn't set out to accomplish my associate's degree. I was just like, I'm going to get these prereqs done so I can apply for this bachelor's program that's really going to help me get to where I want to get to, right? But when the idea was presented to me that I could just go for the associate's degree and that would, be even a more greater thing, I was like, okay, yeah, I'll try. And when it got rough at the end of that, I still persevered. I still did it. So it's just like, I don't know. And me seeing my diploma, because I just got my diploma like a couple of weeks ago, me seeing my actual diploma really, I think I was waiting for that because I saw the grades and I saw, I got accepted to my next program, all this kind of stuff. But me seeing that diploma was like, girl, what? Stop playing with you. That's all I've been doing is playing with myself. I can't blame nobody else for Portia not showing up for Portia. Mommy said that's a big accomplishment. Yes, thank you, Mommy. Jane said, congratulations. Thank you, bestie. Yeah, like it is. It was a huge deal. And I think it broke something in me that was like, oh, you unstoppable. If you really want to do it, sis, you're unstoppable. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Period. Like, so I think that switch flipped for me because I did it. I did something I didn't think that I was gonna be able to do. And so me in my current program, and I talked to my advisor, it was like, oh, you'll be done with this program September 2027. I'm like, what? Say less. I'm gonna be in a whole new career before my 40th birthday. I'm gonna be doing something that I love to do, helping people and being paid the money that I am owed. And like, I'm just so grateful. Like, it's like I can see myself already in the positions. And it's not about the money and all that kind of stuff. It's about, like, again, me believing in myself. Like, I set out to do something and I'm actually doing it. Who does that? do it every day. That's the thing. But me being one of those people, it's just like, what? Girl. Okay. So I've just been on an emotional high. I've been on a mental high. I just feel really, really good about Porschia right now. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait, but I can wait. But I cannot wait to see how much more God has in store. Because I already know the windows, the doors, the rooms that He's putting my name in that I don't even know exists yet. Like it's already been coming and it's going to keep coming. Like the things that He's about to do, the level, child. Listen, okay. I know that I'm finally ready. Like I'm ready. Okay. So, that's me mentally and physically, I've been back on my thing. You know what I'm saying? And I said I wasn't going to share this journey per se, but I am going to share it. Uh, my mama and James talking in comments. I said I wasn't going to share this, but anyway, until I was ready. But I think initially when I saw the number, I was ashamed because you guys know I did my 75-day challenge back in 2024, coming into 2025. I did so good. I got up for like 144 days straight working out. My eating still was mostly trash. So, that didn't help. But again, I needed that switch to flip. You know what I'm saying? And so but anyways, I had lost some weight, okay? And this past year of being in school and all the things that I already do, I typically go get my physical every January, and I went on vacation. Before I went on vacation, I went to go see my doctor because I needed to get a referral for some sleeping issues I've been having. So anyway, I was like, they take your vitals when you get there. And I got on the scale and it said I weighed a whopping, that's the biggest weight I have ever been in my 38 years of life, 310 pounds. I couldn't believe, I've never crossed over 300 pounds. I remember when I was nearing 300 pounds, and I was like, girl, you almost 300 pounds. You better. But when I got on that scale, it said 310 pounds. And I was so ashamed. I could tell by how my clothes was fitting. I could tell, with a few things, but I just thought, oh, it's just maybe 5 pounds, girl. It ain't that big deal. Girl, it was more like 20. What the? I couldn't believe it. And I was so ashamed of that. And I was like, ooh, Life Be Lifin is my platform. I share my life with you guys, this healing journey. And my health journey is also a part of my healing journey, right? And so I was very ashamed of that. Like, girl, how you just did all of that work and you recording yourself working out and putting it up and people encouraging you, all that type of stuff for you to go gain more. Like, what? But it's not about the people. It was just like, because I was only sharing it for accountability and to show like my journey, right? Again, it's part of my healing journey. But I was overwhelmed and stressed and all of that with school and everything else I had going on. I allowed myself, and I know how I gained 20 plus pounds eating. I was going out to eat a lot. I was ordering in a lot. Like, it was just a lot. But God, okay, for real, because He kept me. My blood pressure was still in normal ranges. Thank God for that. Okay, because I worked really hard for that to be a reality for me, and I don't have to take blood pressure medication. So even with that weight gain, that's what it was. But I decided to opt out of doing my physical in January, and I told my doctor I would come back in June. I'm gonna do my physical in June because I'm gonna give myself 6 months to get it together. Okay. And so yeah, that's what I've been doing. And since being back from vacation, y'all know I was sick, whatever. But I started back working out and eating well and doing all the things. And I went back to the doctor for my appointment with the sleep medicine people. And I got on the scale, and I've already lost 4 pounds, like within some weeks. So I was like, okay, big, okay. I had a whole plan, and I'm just doing a lot of things. So I'm giving myself the next 8 months to like really make some big consistent changes, right? And I'm being consistent. I'm working out every day. Even on the weekends, I'm doing like lower, like recovery days or whatever. During the week, I'm doing my lifting. I'm doing all the things to lean out, okay? Because your girl still want to be thicker than a snicker, but I want to lose certain voluptuous parts of me, but also I do want to lean out. And it's not about a necessary number as far as weight is concerned. I just want to be healthy. I want to be able to be active and not be winded. I want to be able to play with my children and do all the things, and I be okay. You know what I'm saying? So that's the plan. And I want to get my hormones back balanced. I want to do all those things. So, but it starts with me. It starts with me. And so I've been working out. Me and my mom. I got my mom walking with me every day. We do 25 minutes a day of daily walking for our heart health, obviously. And then I also do my additional workout after that. So I got a little team. I got a little accountability group or whatever. Me and mommy got our thing going. So yeah, I feel very good about it. I just feel differently about it this go round. And I'm making smart choices with food and doing all the things. Like I've done the research. I'm doing all the things, and I'm just super excited to continue this journey and to keep making these bounds and leaps to where I need to be. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm sticking to my routine. I've come up with a great routine, and I like it. It makes me feel good. And it's really helping even on the weekends. Usually I'll be like, everything's off on the weekend, right? But no, like I've still been sticking to my routine. So I'm showing up for myself every day, and that's what matters. And it's not because I have to, but it's because I just want to feel good consistently, not just occasionally, right? This is a lifestyle change. This is not a quick fix to an issue. I want to be healthy. I know high blood pressure, diabetes, heart failure. These are the big 3 that run in my family on both sides. I am projected to be in that same, space if I continue with the lifestyle that I have been doing for the last 38 years. But I'm not. So we're moving forward. We're doing new things. I've had a talk with the kids about the foods and all that type of stuff. Like we doing it. We're doing it. We're changing it up. Okay. And have changed it up. And I'm going to keep changing it up. So yeah, that's where I am physically and everything. Emotionally, I feel regulated. Okay. I really, really do. I don't know if I've ever really felt that truly. Like, it feels very odd. I feel regulated emotionally. I think because I've cut out a lot of unnecessary noise, and I'm I'm choosing not to react to everything. And that is huge because I'm a big person, or have been a big person on, like, I have to defend myself. I have to say something. I have to, like, make it very clear. And God has me in a season that He, like, no, be quiet. It's okay. Like, literally, quite literally. And so, I'm choosing peace. Okay. I'm choosing peace. I can't ask him for peace and he gives it to me and I'm disrupting the peace, right? Trying to get somebody to understand something. Chat, please let it go. So I'm letting things pass instead of pulling me into unnecessary emotions, because it's a lot of wasted energy and time, giving those emotions to people and things that just you're not yielding anything positive at the end of the day. So, I feel good. I feel good. Um, I feel real good. So I'm really proud of myself and I'm really happy to be in this space. And with school, I told you guys, like, I'm really enjoying my classes. Um, Talking about me as a social worker, me with my clients, what this looks like, and learning all the different things. Like, I'm just really enjoying it. I'm enjoying getting the homework done. Like, I'm breezing through it because this is really who I am at my core. So these assignments, when they ask me about, self-concept, or they ask me about how would I handle certain things with certain clients, like, when they ask me these questions, I'm like, oh, man, like, I already know, kind of, you know what I'm saying? Also with the information they're giving me, right? But it's just like, man, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Period. Like, I'm so proud, so proud of myself. Um, and there's a satisfaction in completion that I used to overlook because I always was like chasing the next thing, right? And again, like I told y'all, like, I'm trying to be more present in the moment of stuff, opposed to spending so much time like dwelling in the future of like what's to come necessarily, right? Like I said earlier, I've acknowledged, like, I will be in this place by this time next year, and that's fine. You can acknowledge it, but don't stay there. I come back to reality, into the present, like, this is where I'm at, and I'm actually enjoying it. I allow myself to feel proud, and I'm not rushing past these moments. And so it's very interesting. It's very interesting to be in this space. Um, but it feels amazing. And I've been pushing past these distractions, okay, especially the subtle ones, because there always are distractions that will come up and try to knock you off your square, right? Um, and so I didn't do the 21-day fast at the top of the year like I typically do because I have vacation, whatever. So I decided that February would be the month that I would do it. So I've been on a fast, and I've been fasting from social media, and the noise that comes with that, and other people's urgency or whatever. So I just kind of like turned off all my notifications. And I'm like, I know, like, I need social media to push my platform, to push my business, and all this type of stuff. So I've been posting my once a day, and then that's it. Like, I'm not consuming anything. And I think with today's climate, political climate, especially, and everything that's going on around us, I have been consuming so much of it. And I'm not saying like I have a right to turn it off. It's not even about the political climate necessarily. It's just like I'm always finding something to watch, to listen to consume or indulge in, and I could be doing other things with my time at that time instead of just scrolling social media. So I thought it was a good palate cleanser for me at this particular moment to just like again hone in on my emotions, my physicality, and my spirituality and all of those things. And instead of me scrolling on my phone looking at 7 to 10 minute videos of somebody talking about something or whatever, I can be praying, I can be writing, I can be creating, I can be spending time with my children, I can be doing homework, I could be doing so many other things than just mindlessly scrolling. So yeah, that's what I've chose to do at this particular time. And honestly, it feels good. I have had some phantom moments when I open my phone and I'm like, oh, but none of the notifications are on. So I think that helps. Like, notifications usually prompt me to open the apps because I'm like, oh, I had a notification. Let me see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But and most times you don't even be nothing. Okay. So it's been really, really good to have this space and kind of like cut that distraction at this particular time. But yeah, I feel good. I feel good. And I'm just like I said, praying more and like seeking God's face more. I set aside an intentional time with him every morning, as I always do, but like really talking to him and dealing with like what's going on. It's grounded me in my routine as well. And that routine isn't restrictive, it's more freeing than anything. Like I'm like it's just been so good and I feel so accomplished. And it's like I feel like my therapist's been trying to help me get to this point for a long time. And it's one thing, like I said at the beginning of this podcast, to hear something, have the knowledge of something. It's another thing to apply it, right? And I feel like I'm just in a space right now that all of these things that I'm doing is keeping me aligned with where I need to be, and where God wants me to be. So this season isn't loud. It is. It isn't like boisterous and all that. But it is intentional, and the intentionality behind it just makes me feel very good. Like I just feel amazing, and that's what discipline has given me. It's given me stability. It's not about being perfect because I'm not. It's not about pressure because of all the things that's going on around me and within me. But it's just about the consistency and how I'm constantly making it. And I'm choosing not to quit on myself. And I'm choosing these small moments that make such a bigger impact, right? So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on, and that's how I feel in this moment. Hey Pat, how you doing? So good cheering for you and keep singing. Thank you so much. And I know how hard that is. You be about to bite your lip off. You would be a really good social worker. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Miss Pat. Thank you. Yes, it's been a journey. I am again ecstatic. I am blessed to have come to this moment at this particular time. And I think it's very purposeful because I could have did this many years ago. Maybe it wouldn't have been as impactful to me as it is now because I've done so much self-work and healing that I'm able to see it through a different lens, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm grateful. Moving on to my next segment, tools from the tools box of life. Okay, I, I have to find because hold on one second. Okay, it's right here. Okay, I thought I was tripping. Tools from my toolbox of life. Okay. So discipline is built in small, repeatable choices, right? We're very clear about that. This is not about a big grand gesture, a big whatever. It's those small moments, those little brick by bricks building blocks that builds up to this greater thing, right? And you're making the repeated choice to do the things, whatever that is. If you're choosing you, if you're choosing what it is that you want to do, whatever it is, all choosing you at the end of the day, right? Also, motivation comes and it goes, but your routines stay. And that's what I was saying at the top of this about motivational messages or speakers and all that type of stuff. Like, yeah, it makes you feel good for the moment, but it comes and goes. It comes and goes. But it's like, okay, it's another thing if you hear and you do and you actually apply it and like create a routine that is going to help you continuously apply it, right? And those type of things stay. Okay. Another thing, consistency beats intensity every single time. Let me say that again for the people in the back. Consistency beats intensity every single time. All right? It doesn't matter if you go hard, I go hard in the paint, okay? It don't matter how hard you go. It's about your consistency because you can go so hard today, tomorrow, and another day, but if you're not consistently doing it, it's not gonna make a big of a difference, right? So yeah. Another thing is discipline should support your life, not punish it. Okay. Discipline is not about punishment. I know some of us may be triggered when we hear the word discipline, especially those of us who were raised in a Black household. I'm only speaking from my experience. But no, discipline is not a bad thing. Discipline is a good thing. It can be a good thing. And it should, you should look at it like a support for you, not a punishment, right? So if I can discipline myself not to have flaming hots, okay. Because it's not supporting my healthy habits. I'm not looking at it as a punishment because I've had my fair share of flaming hot Cheetos throughout my life. Okay. Not a punishment, but I'm just trying to support my healthy habits, which is also supporting the life, right? And the last thing is rest is a part of discipline, not the opposite of it. And I think that's so huge. We talked about rest on this podcast so many times, right? Because y'all know I'll be over here struggling with it, or I used to for sure. And I'm still not like where I need to be with that for sure, especially at nighttime, child. Your girl. I'm going to bed tonight. So tired. Especially since I've been working out and doing all the things, drinking my water, doing like, listen, I got to go to bed at night because I will not be any good. Okay. And I can't get a nap in every day. I can't like whatever. Get your rest. Okay. It's a part of being disciplined. Cut your phones off. Do whatever you need to do. Cut the TV off. Cut the lights off. Whatever you need to do so that you can actually rest and your body can rest. Do it. Okay. And so I told you guys last week that I was going to have my journal. It finally came. I'm so excited. Mommy said, please don't quit. You got this. Thank you, Mommy. Oh, the light is too oh Lord, the light is too bright. Well, this is my journal. My showing up for myself. It's a self-guided space for choosing you daily. Okay. I'm super excited about this. It just came in the mail over the weekend, and it's a thickums. It's a thickums. She thick. She's thick, but it's so much valuable work is going to go into this journal. In this journal, you can share your small choices, decisions, your consistency. This journal is all about consistency and us acknowledging how we show up for ourselves, even in the small moments. If you chose to get up today and floss, and that's something that you don't typically normally do, that's the small thing that you can write down in this journal and be like, you know what? I showed up for myself today. One of the questions, how did I show up for myself today? I showed up for myself today by flossing my teeth. That may be your big thing. Or it may be your small thing. But the point is, write it down, acknowledge it, give yourself grace, and be like, you know what? I did that. Today I did a load of laundry, and I've been needing to do laundry for weeks. That's something small that I did. And at least I got it in the washer. Okay. I didn't get to the folding part. Or maybe I did get to the folding part. I folded my clothes today and I hung them up and I put them away. That's something small. It's something small that builds up to something greater, a big picture, right? Another one of the questions in the book is, what felt heavy, challenging, or uncomfortable today? Be honest with yourself. This journal is for you to acknowledge what are you feeling in that moment of that day at that time. And be honest. It's no point of lying to yourself, because if you're going to continue to lie to yourself, what are we doing? Okay. So it basically, the guidance is asking questions. It asks you questions, you answer the questions, and you do that every day. And at the end of the week, it has a weekly check-in, okay? And I titled it the weekly zoom out and reflect, right? Because again, these small things that we're doing daily build up to bigger things. So one of the questions on there is, what am I learning about myself in this season, right? I think we don't acknowledge these things enough, and we need to. And we need to have record of it. So it's always a great thing to write stuff down and really fill it out, right? And I mean fill it out emotionally. And then I also have a monthly check-in. Let's see if I can find that page real quick. Because after you've completed all these days, and at the end and all those weeks, every 4 weeks, it's a monthly reveal, because it is a revelation. Okay, it's a revelation. Like, oh my gosh, I've done a month worth of things, and every single day I've done something different, or whatever it is for you. And you can write down on the monthly reveal, and it has questions as well. And one of the questions it asks is one word that describes how I feel this month. Okay. Another question is one thing I want to welcome in, after what you've learned about yourself. So this journal is like really, really, really good. I think it's amazing. I thank God for giving me the idea and helping me come up with this, because I need it. I need it because I don't give Porschia enough credit where it's due. And it's due with every small step that I make. It's not just about the big moments, it's about the small moments as well. So, yeah. And this is the opening page. I'm just showing y'all all the stuff. This is the opening page. And it says, I am showing up for the version of me I prayed for. I'm here and I'm worth it. Okay. And at the bottom, I wrote, take a breath before you turn the page, because let that sink in. Who you've been praying to be, who you said you wanted to be, that version is here. The fact that you even decided to get something like this is proving to yourself that that version of you is already here, because you're ready. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to show up for you. And yeah, that version of you that you've been praying for, it's here. And you're worthy of being that person. Okay? So, yeah, I'm super excited. I'm super excited. I hope that you all get this journal. And even if you don't get this journal, I hope that you choose to show up for you. I hope that you choose to acknowledge all the greatness in you, to acknowledge that you are worthy, you are loved, you are seen, you are appreciated, you are amazing, you are a good person. And don't allow the negative outside noise to continue to knock you down or knock you off your square or any of that, because that's not who you are. You are who you say you are. Okay? So yeah, I'm super excited for all of us. But that is my tools for my toolbox of life. I gave you some actionable things to listen to, but also get this journal. It will help you. I'm telling you, it will help. And I can't wait to start filling out mine this a week and moving forward. Okay. So before we get out of here, my next segment is shining some light on life. Okay. In an area in my life that I wanted to shine some light on that I have enjoyed and support is my routine. Shining some light on a routine, baby, because listen, it's been helping me because of the structure. It has created freedom for me, and that freedom is what keeps me and my peace sustainable. Okay, so I am extremely proud of that. I'm so happy to be in this space, and I hope that you all have a routine as well. If you do, I would love to hear it. Drop it in the comments. Talk to your girl. Let me know like what your routine looks like and how it makes you feel. I would love to hear from you guys. Okay. So yeah, let's move on to my last segment. Speak life. Okay. This has been a really, really good time with you guys. I know I've been doing a lot lately with these episodes, but I feel really good. And I was super excited to share this with y'all. Okay, so we're gonna get ready. Honestly, okay, yeah, there we go. I didn't do my clip this week, but that's okay. We're just gonna go on right into it with y'all looking at my beautiful face. Okay. All right, speak life. This is the segment where I leave you with the call to action for yourself, but not just for you, me as well. So I'll leave you these words to hold on to until next time, okay? Today's Speak Life affirmation is, my discipline is an act of self-respect. Again, today's Speak Life affirmation is, my discipline is an act of self-respect. You heard it, you say it, you write it down, and remind yourself to speak that thing and make it happen, because life is liking us all. I hope that you have enjoyed this episode as much as I have enjoyed doing it. I am so glad to be here and show up for you all and show up for myself. Okay. Thank you so much for your love and support. If you would like to continue to support me, please click the links down in the description box. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like me on all the platforms. I love you. I thank you. Have a wonderful night. Bye.
Honestly, I'm tired of repeating the same cycles. I wanna let it go.